You are listening to an original message from the reader currently known as Jason Ashanti McDaniel of Madam Jason's Tarot. Dear spirit guides of the highest benevolence, only those that are able to help out with the reading, please help out. And when you're done, you're not earthbound. You can go back to what source appoints you to do. Please give the most clear, concise, synchronistic, and accurate messages for the arcane ARIES people in my tribe, whatever they need to know as a checkpoint for this fire horse year in Chinese astrology. Please bless those that bless me and curse those that curse me. To anyone sending me or my tribe negative energy, may that energy be returned to sender 3 times fold immediately. Amen, ashe, and thank you very much. I hope you guys are doing well. As you can tell, a lot of changes has happened. I was going to wait until 2027 to start doing the horoscopes again, but I just feel moved to do it now. I enjoy doing tarot to help and guide other people, but it also grounds me. And it's like I thought I had to take all of this year off to learn how to regulate my nervous system, but it's like doing the readings helped me to regulate my nervous system. So I'm still doing things like filling out my shadow work journal. I'm still practicing new things like breath work and things like that to try to attract more abundance on all of my platforms. And I'm really just trying to shake things up, but also be consistent with what I've already done. That being said, that's why I kind of changed the prayer a little bit, made it a little bit shorter and more concise. I'm also going to change the tags that I put in the video description. And if you guys watch the 15-minute video that I'm going to post, I already explained that I'm going to start doing 15, 30, 60-minute videos, because when I do personals, those are going to be my minutes. And obviously I haven't been doing horoscopes from the first 5 months of this year. So why not just get back on track with talking about what has already happened for you guys in the fire horse year, so I could be caught up, but also talk about what else you can expect. And I guess from here on out, I'll just continue my channel the way how I've been doing it. So I'm going to try to do things exactly the way how I've been doing it. The only thing is I don't have truth be told anymore, because I'm trying to stay away from the AI decks. For sacred symbols and oracles, we have Stormy, Karmic Path. So you guys have been going through it since I've been gone. I feel like we have Focus with that Sagittarius arrow. The Lover's card could be significant, or Gemini energy, Cupid. And then, of course, we have Fire. The fire sign trine is Leo, Aries, and Sag. At the bottom of the deck, you do have good fortune here. So it's kind of like that classic thing of you go through the storm, focused on getting through it. I feel like for a lot of you, it's money related, especially because good fortune is here. And through your fire or your determination, that is how you are going to push through this obstacle. I want to use astro alignment at some point, but I'm hearing that for some of you, you have to pay attention to what's in your Chiron placement, because your Chiron astrological placement can talk about things that you go through, potential through pain. For example, with me, my Chiron is in Libra. So I've always had triggers with injustices, with things in the world, especially politically, being in relationships that were one-sided, or just living with family members, having a hard time trying to work things together, as opposed to my Aries South Node, because I also have Libra and North Node and Medium Coeli, as opposed to like my Aries South Node, which is, Aries is a very self-focused sign, because they rule first house in astrology, which is about self, body, and presence. So pay attention to what's in your Chiron placements if you know them. And I always link, I think it's called astrocharts.com. I'm not affiliated with them, but I just think it's a great website because I was able to learn a lot about my birth chart or my astral chart for free. And obviously, I'm not afraid of letting people know what my entire astral chart is. I've had readers indirectly tell me that that wasn't a good idea. I'm conscious, but I'm not a scary person. Like, I'm not afraid to trust people and put myself out there. Not that I have to explain myself to my tribe, but I just thought I'd put that out there because that's something that's been stuck in my throat chakra that's been bothering me recently, and I just have to put it out there. So, because we're not doing truth be told, we're going straight into the physical features. Someone with a gap smile could be significant. So I always think this, but I never say anything about it. So if it just happens to resonate for this reading, let me know if this is you. Something about this picture gives me like Lady Sings the Blues, or someone who's a singer or who likes jazz, someone who could sing at clubs. Let me know if that's significant for you. This could be your energy or somebody else who comes out in the reading. So we have straight hair, thin, white, pale skin and thick thighs came out together. Thin lips, so there's definitely some Caucasian energy for this one. And then we also have brown hair. So to me, the texture of this looks like synthetic braiding hair. And also, I'm a licensed barber, so when I see this, I'm not sure if it's on the floor or not, but as you're cutting hair gets on the floor a lot. So someone who's a barber or a hairstylist, a cosmo could be significant, who works in the beauty industry, or someone who likes to do hairstyles that require add-on hair. I can't remember if I do the tiles after this. I know I always do it before the tarot. So for those of you who are new here, as a reminder, people scry in a lot of things. You can scry in water, smoke, fire, wine. Some tarot readers, they like to use like letter beads. There's one reader, I can't remember what her name was, but if I ever see her in my For You page, I'm gonna remind you guys. But she was the reader who I saw use the Scrabble tiles, and I thought that was the cutest thing ever, so I've just been using it ever since. Some people think it's cute and quirky. Some people are like, I don't see what this has to do with the reading. They could be kind of old school and just like to go tarot and oracle only. But I find it to be helpful, especially because I'm claircognizant. A lot of times I see names, I see keywords, places where people can work, even what they recently had to eat. Little inside jokes that you can have with the universe, maybe an artist who sung a song that you recently downloaded or listened to, people's nicknames, all kinds of things, hints and clues to what the reading could be significant. You could see the abbreviation for your state. Someone could live in Georgia, or you could be from Georgia. I don't know if I have enough letters here. Someone could be from Georgia, and then something is significant about the state that the initial is M-O. I'm not sure if that's Missouri or not, but someone could be from Missouri or wherever that stands for, Montana. I see kids here, so something about kids could be significant. For the Aries, I'm trying not to say collective. For my Aries tribe members, the energy of family comes out a lot too. Okay, cruelty. I see cruelty, dogs. I feel like someone could have been in a relationship where someone was abusive to their dog or their pet. Very specific download. I see guns. Someone could be from a red state, or they could be from the South. Kids, mom. I'm hearing that something about a custody battle could be significant too. I see custody in here. And we don't have any A's, but the name Franny could be significant. Someone's name could be Viv or Vivian. Someone could be vegan too. There's something about them like really caring about animal rights, and somebody, I feel like they're a conscious consumer. They care about the environment and stuff like that. You could be an animal lover. And of course, take what resonates and leave the rest, because I know some people are like, I for damn sure am not a vegan. But I'm feeling like an energy of, I feel aggression, but I also feel like someone had to take their kids away from a family relationship because their partner was very abusive, actually. I don't know if they put their hands on you, but it's kind of giving me the energy of like drunkard, animal abuser, someone yelling, acting like they're going to hit you, which is just as bad as actually hitting you. Um, I was channeling the word drunk, but I think drunk is in there. So yeah, someone had to leave a very bad family situation. That was the storm. But you stayed focused on something that you were passionate about, or you just had fire energy to get out of that situation. And it looks like you're going to be rewarded for that. Fire energy could sometimes be about anger or aggression too, especially for Aries. So I feel like there's something about you standing up to a person that was bullying you too. I actually feel like the bully in someone's case was their ex-spouse or the person who they're trying to divorce. Is divorce in the tiles? I think it is. Yeah. Someone could be from Illinois. Someone definitely has an East Coast accent. I'm not sure if Illinois is in the Midwest or whatever. I know I'm not being very articulate with the states today, but some of you guys might be articulate with that. Someone could be a geography teacher. Someone can teach out of high school. I'm also seeing noisy here. So back to the East Coast. Someone could be from New York. I'm also picking up something about a person like being from a very rough area, and they had an apartment, not a home or not a house. And they were trying so hard, or they're still trying so hard to have a breakthrough with moving the hell up out of there, wherever they're from. Okay, King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. I wonder what that's hinting to. We have Eight of Wands upright. I love this. Sagittarius energy. This goes perfectly with the energy of the fire horse year. This is a lot of things happening back to back, a lot of excitement, a lot of communication coming in. Some of you are being bombarded with emails and mail. It could be because you're qualifying for something like a job or a loan. I recently finished my phlebotomy program, so I'm picturing someone who just finished trade school or college, and you're getting a lot of emails about what your next steps are. Usually Eight of Wands, because there's pros and cons to every tarot card. Eight of Wands is usually positive energy for me. That's what I pick up on, but it could also be kind of a burden. You know, Eight of Wands is kind of like 10 of Wands sometimes. It could talk about you having a lot on your plate, and that's definitely going to resonate with the single moms that I always pick up on. Sometimes I pick up on masculine energy for Aries too, but I always pick up on like single mothers or divorced mothers for Aries, or like a divine feminine that has a twin flame and an ex or something like that. Comes out a lot for you guys. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be someone feeling like they have too much going on. It could also be a sign that you need to ask for help. Knight of Wands is a good one to see in a fire horse reading too. This is literally fire sign energy and a horse. So you're definitely doing everything that you have to do. Regardless of having obstacles, you're pushing through them, because it's kind of like this energy of someone saying, I'm gonna get this right, damn it, or I'm still gonna manifest this. I actually just saw 1111 on the timer. Some of you, I feel like you have a lot of fire in your chart, because there's a lot of Sag here. And we also have Queen of Swords upright and Temperance in the reverse. So these two cards together, this is somebody going off. Queen of Swords upright is not necessarily bad. Everybody's afraid of the Queen of Swords, but she's actually very approachable. I actually feel like she's the Queen of Cups, but after she's learned a few lessons about standing up for herself. But being that the temperance is in the reverse, sometimes temperance reverse could represent anger. So I definitely feel like someone stood up to a person who was bullying them. Or for some of you, I'm also picking up something about entrepreneurship, and you could have told your manager, because I don't like to call anybody my boss, you could have actually, what you probably did is you told people your manifestations before they come into fruition, and you weren't really being intuitive about who that was safe to do that around. So I feel like someone naysayed you, and you might be like me. I understand this to Aries because I'm a cardinal sign as well as a Cancer. Cardinal signs, one thing about us is we could be vindictive and we could be petty, but we can use that as a light attribute too. With cardinal signs, what I notice about us is whenever somebody tells us that we can't do anything, that's when we want to prove it to them and stick it to them even harder. I have 10 minutes left, so let's see what I can get out of this. So what are some things that are going on for you with this 8 of Wands here? 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups upright. So, letting go of possessiveness, downsizing, being a minimalist for somebody. Someone's definitely, they're going through like an existential crisis where they're like they're trying to become a conscious consumer now. But this Knight of Cups, it makes me feel like someone's trying to talk to you too. Knight of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic, so let's just keep on flipping some cards and see what that is about. 4 of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Cups upright, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm feeling something, but I still need more clarity. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Death in the reverse. There's so much about someone. So I'm picking up entrepreneur energy, but I'm also picking up someone who is tired of like the hustle mentality, or like someone is just tired of money in general. 4 of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Now we have Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Someone is downsizing, or they're trying to be less materialistic. For someone, I feel like they're focusing more on building relationships rather than hoarding money. There's like a huge transformation that's happened for someone. I wonder what that's about. I wonder what made this person want to do that. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I guess I don't need to clarify that because someone's tired of the rat race. But at the same time, there's another person that feels like, or there's another group of people that feel like now is the time for them to focus on that. So I really feel like this reading is talking about North Node energy. Because, for example, my North Node is in Libra, my South Node is in Aries. So I'm trying to master like working in groups rather than doing things all by myself. And I know somebody who has a North Node in Pisces and a South Node in Virgo. The reason why I'm bringing up this example is because it's giving me that energy of someone who's so used to chasing paper, but with Pisces energy, they have to focus on their intuition and their feelings more in this lifetime. So I don't know if that's going to resonate with someone. What's going on with the Knight of Wands upright? 10 of Cups upright, not surprised, because 10 of Cups comes out a lot for Aries. It's that family energy that I was talking about. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Some of you are online dating with this 8 of Wands, and I feel like there are a lot of different people who are pursuing you, especially if you're a single parent. Ace of Swords in the reverse. I was just about to say, because I was looking at this Queen of Swords upright and the Temperance in the reverse. Okay, Aries is known for being very flirty, very sexual. And I'm not saying that to stereotype anybody, but I'm picking up on someone who's very attractive. Or if you don't feel like you're conventionally attractive, your energy is very attractive. And so you get a lot of suitors, and there are also a lot of people who you kindly reject or discard. And I feel like people really take that to heart. And I have to say, I do feel like you attract dark triad personalities, not just narcissism, but also Machiavellians and dark empaths. So you have to be careful with that, especially if you're a single mother and you have kids. I'm picturing someone literally like packing up all their stuff and trying to move in a hurry because they're not in a safe area, or maybe someone who you don't want to know your address. They've been over your house, so they know where you are. And then we got the Tower in the reverse. I just talked about this in my 15-minute video about how I always see the Tower in the reverse as trying to avoid chaos. So I'm definitely channeling a consistent, clear story right now. We got 2 Scorpio major arcanas too. And people say that Scorpio energy is pretty intense too, so it's kind of like similar to Aries. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, but I also think they're ruled by Mars, just like Aries, if that's significant. Okay. Queen of Swords upright, Temperance reverse is clarified by 7 of Pentacles reverse. Investing in the wrong things. Someone's trying to be more family focused. I actually feel like so that message and the entrepreneurship message, I think someone's trying to transition to working from home or trying to manifest their side business being their main hustle. Obviously, it takes work and time doing that, but I definitely feel like you are determined to do this. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here with the tarot. We have Page of Pentacles upright and the Sun upright. So the Sun is also kind of like a family card because it does represent children and childhood. It's the happiest card in tarot, and we have more fire energy with Leo here. Okay, some of you, I see 2 knights. And actually, what I'm channeling now, the Death card has a horse in there too. So what I'm hearing is one of the people that might be trying to pursue you could be someone from your past who is transforming. Take that and do whatever you want with it. That's just what I heard because I'm claircognizant. You definitely have a lot of people wanting to give you an offer, but there's one person that's going to make you very happy. They're safe for you to be around your kids, so use your discernment. You're going to know who this person is because the Sun card also represents illumination, so it's not going to be difficult to discover. More Leo energy here at the bottom of the deck. 7 of Wands in the reverse. But be careful though, because there's just a lot of people in your energy. Someone from your past may not be a safe person to let back in. Because even though it's in the reverse, sometimes I call the 7 of Wands the mad as hell card because it always has someone frowning, or traditionally it has someone frowning. So I do feel like there is a belligerent person who's mad because you're not choosing them. And obviously I wouldn't recommend you dealing with that person. But it could also be someone learning to manage or temper their anger. I think I only have 3 minutes left, so I'm probably just gonna close with astro alignment. I don't know if I'll be able to sneak anything else in here. So there's no H, but what I'm abstractly seeing in the tiles is worthy and trustworthy. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have psyche, soul, consciousness, mind. Something about Sagittarius energy is significant too, because Sagittarius rules 9th house in astrology, which is about like philosophy. So I'm picking up on someone being a geography, history, or philosophy teacher or professor. 8th house ruled by Scorpio, metamorphosis, death, rebirth. We have 2 Scorpio major arcanas here. Knight of Cups is also Scorpio. 8th house came out with Pisces, psychic, intuitive, dreamy. You could have a Pisces placement. Someone can have a Pisces moon. I think that's an interesting combination. Aries sun, Pisces moon. Emotions, instincts, subconscious. So there's something about your crown chakra being highly intuitive. You could also be claircognizant, if I haven't said that already. 4th house ruled by Cancer. I was feeling Cancer energy here too. family roots foundation. There are some very family oriented Aries. And we have your energy here, Aries, trailblazing, innovative, fearless. So you're definitely in your own energy, very self-aware. Your sun sign is always your purpose of who you were meant to be. So you were meant to be a trailblazer. A lot of you, you do things, or you have personality traits that are different, which is why I decided to call you guys Arcane Aries. Because the 10 of Cups has the rainbow, someone in the LGBT plus community could be significant. I know that there's one particular person who I met last year who that might resonate with. I'm kind of picking up on your energy right now. Let's do a little bit of charm casting. So the initial B could be significant. I'm hearing Beatrice or something like that. Something about Uma Thurman could be significant, or not Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill. I think it's interesting how we have the soulmate charm, and we also have my lover's card upright charm, or the healthy twin flame relationship charm. And like I said, for Aries, specifically the divine feminines, I always pick up like you have different types of relationships that you were meant to come across or choose from in this lifetime. You know, there are some queer people in my Aries collective too. So for some of you, you could be poly. So take that as it resonates. But, or some people who are unconventional. But there's something about like multiple different types of soul contracts in your energy. And there's at least two people involved, and you love both of these people, but both of them have their pros and cons, which is why the energy of you needing to choose has been coming out a lot for you. We do have the jar magic charm, and like I said, I feel like some of you told somebody your manifestations and you told it to a hater, and they've been naysaying you. We do have the sucker here, and we also have the combat boot. So there's definitely someone who you're not talking to, who you might be in the trenches in. I feel like the separation is causing them to be more fond of you. For some of you, it could be an ex with this ring, but I've also been doing readings where people in the Aries collective get married too. I wonder if that might happen this year. I don't do time when I do tarot, and I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I just wonder if that's going to happen. You know, the sucker usually comes out with the football player. So that's just a synchronicity with an ex that you might have that fumbled you in the past. But I feel like there was a runner-chaser dynamic, and I feel like they want to chase you now. Because we have 8 of Wands and we have Knight of Wands here. There's a skull and crossbones, toxic energy, but also another synchronicity with Scorpio or 8th house energy, transformation. We have the silver platter. Some of you already have a big family, or you're meant to be matriarch, patriarchs, and you're meant to have generational abundance. So that's nice for you. Get some wish fulfillment with the shooting star. Some of you are definitely going to be very happy because we have the sun card here. We have the dragonfly, which represents adaptability. The phoenix, which represents bounce back. We have the ladder. Some of you are determined step by step to get a business together, or to go viral, or to move up in a company or get your education. We have the sheriff's star. Something about someone's masculine being a police officer or something like that could be significant. That's what I'm picking up today for that charm. Okay, so we have the mirror here. So the mirror could talk about a hater that is trying to do glamour magic on you, trying to talk about how you look or try to get people to see you a certain way. But Aries rules first house, like I said. So there's something about you changing your outward appearance and being very attractive too, especially if you're feminine. You know, the hater energy barely came out, so they're very insignificant. But I do feel like there was someone who was trying to compete with you, maybe at your job, or maybe these suitors feel like they have to compete with you. I feel like this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Cups are two different people. But let's just say they are two different people. They could know about each other. Cups represent feelings, wands represent passion. So both of them are attracted to you very much, and I feel like you have reasons to like both of them too. So you're kind of like in a unintentional love triangle right now. And I just wish you the best of luck with more clarity as the year goes by with that, because I know some of you, it's going to be hard for you to decide. But anyway, that's all that I have for you guys. If you like the way how I do tarot, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.